So hey guys there, what's going on? It's Rage Game here for a really awesome video today. Black Ops 3 has been officially confirmed. Yes, that's right. Your ears are not mistaking you. That's exactly what I just said. And you guys may have seen this on another channel, but some information on this video, well, some interpretations at least that you won't see on other videos. So yeah, let's get right into it. So first of all, we got a trailer which basically, so obviously Black Ops 3 is confirmed. In this trailer, it confirmed it at the end by having the 3 logo. We had the Roman numerals 3 logo. We had just a single column / line, whatever you want to call it. Then that split into 2, and then in between that we got another line which came into it, which made 3, which obviously means Black Ops 3. Now, unless World at War 3. No, I'm just kidding. But, so like, we got a trailer which had loads of like symbols, numbers, letters, that kind of thing in it, and that eventually formed up this big character in 3D, which basically made the character on the Black Ops 1 case. I'll talk about that later on. But it's really cool. And then also at the end, like I said, the 3 logo, and we also got audio quotes in that trailer. And yeah, then we've also got the box art to talk about. The box art has already been leaked, as well as like the official description of the game in terms of what we're going to be seeing. So it's really cool. And yeah, let's get into it. So the first thing, obviously, I want to say is the trailer. The link for that will be in the description, just because copyright issues may occur. Now, the first 3 quotes are from Black Ops 1. They are as follows. This was actually in the trailer. It was, this should help you remember everything. Then, the numbers Mason, what do they mean? And then, everything you know is wrong. And then in Black Ops 2 we've got, your life will be consumed by absolute loss. And then, he doesn't need his own weapons, he's got ours. And then, they'll always need men like us. So that kind of, I don't know, maybe hints, if you will, at the characters that may be returning in the next game. I don't know, I'll talk about that later on in terms of timelines and things like that, but yeah. Now, the potential one from Black Ops 3 is, our greatest barrier is our own fear, our own doubts. The only thing holding us back is how far we are willing to go. Now that kind of seems a bit like the Black Ops 2 trailer, where Mason says something about, like, certain soldiers are willing to do what others are not, or something like that. I think it was in the Black Ops 2 trailer. I've got that quote lingering in the back of my mind. But yeah, those are all the quotes that we heard in this trailer. And yeah, now let's get on to the actual physical information. Some of this is very exciting, you know, zombies confirmed and other things like that. So at the beginning of the video, the coordinates are 1.300 degrees north and then 103.8 degrees east. Now this is, if you type this into Google, you get something which I'll talk about in a minute, but these coordinates are actually like on screen but hidden between all the numbers. There's tons and like millions of letters and numbers on the screen, so it's very difficult to pick out certain points. There's probably something that everyone's missed, but yeah, so those coordinates, if you type them into Google, you'll get Newtown Primary School in Singapore. So Singapore, not too sure what that's about. But yeah, I guess we'll just have to see, really. So, and then also we've got another pair of coordinates, and it's just as follows. It goes 30.0500 degrees north and 31.2333 degrees east, which leads to the 6th October Bridge in Cairo, Egypt, and the bridge commemorates the day of the crossing, which was the start of the October War, or also known as the Yom Kippur War. They've spelt this wrong here, in 1973. Now, that kind of leads on to something quite interesting. I've actually know quite a bit about this war. Most of the fact I've done it at school, but the thing is, like, around these wars is kind of when, you know, not too far away, you've got other wars. You've got, just slightly under 20 years later, we've got the Gulf War, and wars around that kind of time as well. And, you know, because in Black Ops 1 we mainly focused on, like, Vietnam. Well, we pretty much did just focus on Black Ops 1 Vietnam, and that was kind of more end of 60s, if you will, mid to end 60s. So it really didn't kind of, you know, focus enough on that kind of whole time period. I really think they have a big potential, which is why I think they're going to go back. And if you even think in Black Ops 2, it wasn't, even though they just kind of advertised all the future parts in the game, we had lots of parts where we went back to before the current time period. If you guys remember that, there was loads of that, so it kind of explained how we got from Black Ops 1 to Black Ops 2, but I still think there are loads of parts that are missed out, and they could easily fill that in, or at least put another character in that relate it to Mason, you know, just some random character. We could have that, I don't know. And then we've got many hieroglyphics, but there's no correlation between them, no idea what's going on there, so we'll just have to skip over that. But it's just random. I think most of it is just to throw us off the scent, but yeah. Next we've also got number 115, which obviously, unless you're brain dead, relates to Zombies Element 115, so that kind of and it's not just 115 once, it's loads of times, so they've deliberately put that in to kind of heavily tease at zombies, even though we all know zombies are coming back anyway. And then we've got another picture. It's like a logo, and a lot of people are thinking it's a faction logo. Now, we got a different one yesterday, and the faction logo is kind of like when you start up a multiplayer match and you're playing for a certain team, let's just say Spetsnaz or whatever, that will have their logo, and you'll see it in the bottom left hand corner, and these kind of seem like the new logos. Why they're teasing them already, I'm not sure, but yeah, hey, whatever. And then we got another coordinate pair. We've got 47.3667 degrees north and 8.5500 degrees east, which leads to the, oh god, that word, Gefangenis. I don't know how to say that, sorry guys, that's awful, I'm ashamed, but that's the word. I'll show it on screen probably. Prison in Zurich, Switzerland. So maybe we could be in a prison, maybe this Dr. Salim guy could be had something to do with this prison, maybe is helping with through treatment some of the people in the prison. I don't know, maybe we might see a completely new character. I kind of feel like we will have some links to the old characters, especially actually because people like James C. Burns, who kind of plays Sergeant Frank Woods, he's having a lot of involvement with this, and he even put the numbers in his description, which actually were confirming the release date. Oh, by the way, there's a release date, like official world reveal, and I'll talk about that more in a minute. And as I said, the numbers obviously make up this big character, which is the same as the box art on Black Ops 1. Now, next we also want to say that the numbers, on the knife of the character, there appears to be the Mandarin symbols, which translates into something basically could mean 54. And I've just seen someone's put on Twitter about 54. There's 2 events, and it's basically to do with conferences and this and that. And it's, I don't know how significant it is, but yeah. And then we also saw the Trident logo, which is similar to the other faction logo, which I talked about a little bit earlier. More of this will be coming out tomorrow. I'll be doing a video on that tomorrow. So yeah, now on to the more important stuff, the more exciting stuff, is the box art leak. We've actually got a box art leak. If you guys can see it here on screen, pretty awesome, although everyone's like already going, everyone in the comments are just like, ooh, exos are coming, bye bye, I'm not buying this game, and things like that. Now, it's quite early to tell. Let's get into the description really quickly, which was actually, this is official from the Call of Duty website. I don't think it's been published yet, but I think it's in the element code of the website, so it's there, they're just not ready to show it yet, but we got it, and here it is. Let's read through it. So it says, Call of Duty Black Ops 3 is the first title for next-gen hardware in the critically acclaimed Black Ops series. Developed by Treyarch, the award-winning creator of the most played games in Call of Duty history, and then Call of Duty Black Ops 3 deploys players into a dark, twisted future where a new breed of Black Ops soldiers emerges, and the lines are blurred between our own humanity and the technology we created to stay ahead. In a world where cutting-edge military robotics define warfare. With 3 unique game modes, campaign, multiplayer and zombies, it's providing fans with the deepest and most ambitious Call of Duty ever. So I kind of feel like they're going to say that next year, but whatever. So the real things to take out of this, along with the box art which is shown above, are the words future, twisted, so dark twisted future. We've also got Black Ops soldiers emerges, and the lines are blurred between our own humanity and the technology we created to stay ahead. So that seems pretty interesting. I'll talk about that in a second. And finally, cutting edge, which means like kind of brand new, almost a breakthrough, if you will, in terms of technology and science and that kind of thing. So that kind of seems very futuristic, and the word obviously future indicates future, which therefore indicates future. And yeah, you guys can see where I'm going with this. The only thing, like, actually, so, like, when we see the line, it says, the lines are blurred between our own humanity and the technology we created to stay ahead. That kind of seems like a comparison between really kind of, like, in the past, we're talking mid-20th century, and to kind of mid-21st century, if not going on to 22nd century. That sounds really weird to say, 22nd century. But yeah, anyway, so, what I kind of feel is that at the moment, I'm really getting the vibe that we're going to be getting a Call of Duty where we'll be playing some parts in World War II, maybe some parts in Vietnam, as I said, maybe in like the Gulf War or similar wars such as the Yom Kippur, and then also, although Yom Kippur seems quite a far stretch, but it'd be awesome because it just would be awesome, and then also, we're going to be getting maybe a present, and if not future, well, pretty much definitely future timeline as well. So I kind of think we're going to be playing a bit of past, bit of future, or quite a lot in the future, quite far in the future as well, and maybe some present or slightly past. I'm not sure, to be honest, but if you see this image here, let's quickly talk about that now. So, and then I'll talk about the release date of the world reveal and stuff like that. So, this guy, let's just look at the background. So the background is the 3 logo, which obviously is Black Ops 3. We saw this at the end of the trailer. But we've never seen this image before until now, and this guy is sitting down, and if you see his elbows, his chest, his hands, his head, everything says about him futuristic, apart from the fact we got the description which talks about only the future really. But apart from that, you see this guy, like his elbow, look at his elbow, and look at his arms. He's got a piece of armor on his upper arm, and he's got a piece of armor on his lower arm, and it's linked by this pivotal piece in the middle, which is very like an exosuit, because it kind of reinforces your arm, gives you strength, and you can punch things. And if you look at his hands, the gloves, my god, they look very like the exo gloves. But don't be fooled and think that we're getting exos. I don't think we will be. Look at his head as well. He's got a helmet with virtual reality, almost goggles, it looks like, because yeah. So I definitely feel that we're going to be getting advanced movement. I don't think Call of Duty is going to go back to the stage where we're going to be getting simplistic movement, you know, just running around on the ground. Maybe with Infinity War games, we're not sure. But I definitely don't think we're going to be going, you know, back to the stage where we'll only be running around. That seems too past. And also I kind of feel like we're past that. And like today when I went on Black Ops 2, I got so infuriated when I couldn't boost jump forward because I kept thinking I was in Advanced Warfare. It felt really weird not to be able to do that. So I kind of feel, guys, don't get too worried. I feel like, especially, there was not an insider, but someone who has quite good track record to do with the gaming community. He's high up there, and he kind of knows his he knows exactly what the Call of Duty game is about this year, and he was saying that there will be advanced movement, but not like exos. So that kind of makes me think you might be able to have a bigger, like, better strength. You might be able to jump slightly higher. You might be able to climb walls and stuff. That'd be pretty interesting. I would love to see that, because apart from the magnetic gloves, it'd be awesome if, like, in the next Call of Duty, you could, like, climb into and out of buildings through windows that are high up or something like that, or, you know, not exactly grapple, but, like, so I'm thinking here with this guy, he's got armor and stuff, so definitely advanced armor. He probably can jump higher, he probably has more strength, but I don't think that he's going to have an exo that can help him boost 20 feet in the air. I just don't think so. Right, so finally then, a really important point. The 26th of April, which is literally like just over 2 weeks away, we're going to be getting the world reveal of this game. We're going to be knowing everything about the setting. We're going to know the antagonist, the protagonist. We're going to know everything about the game. We're going to know probably quite a lot of the time settings as well. It's going to be so awesome. I can't wait for it. 26th of April. So yeah, I just absolutely can't wait for this. It's going to be awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me guys hear all your thoughts down below. I'll see you guys in a video tomorrow which has continued theory about the timeline and that kind of thing. See you guys then. Hope you enjoyed.